Today's pie is from the Panorama Plaza Bakery in Tweed
Heads.
Tweed Heads
West.
Tweed Heads West. You got it. Here's our pie. A little bit dark on the top, I must admit. When I saw it, I thought, oh, it's maybe a bit burnt. Do we give it a go anyway? But here we are. We're going to give her a go. So, firm on the top, a little soft on the bottom. Looks like it's well stuck together. So, let's have a munch. Halfway through my pie. First impressions, it's a bit empty, i.e. that the filling doesn't go all the way up to the top of the pastry. The bottom is soft, the pastry is firm and crunchy. You can see some mushrooms in there, but I haven't actually eaten any yet. But then again, I haven't really hit the filling yet either, which is why I'm saying it's a bit empty. The gravy is reasonably tasty, bit of a, I don't know, tomatoey tinge to it, thick enough. No steak or mince, and as I said, you can just see some mushrooms coming through there. Let's keep munching. Finished my pie. Look, it was pretty much well as halfway through. It seemed very light on and filling, hollow as I said, because everything seemed to be sliding down to the bottom. It was all mince. There was mushroom, but not an awful lot. Or at least I didn't get to taste it as it was going through. The gravy was quite nice. I didn't mind that. I don't know what they put in it to give it a bit more of a flavour, but it was quite tasty and it was thick enough as well. It was getting close to being overcooked. It was just a bit dark brown on the outside. Look, the top was crunchy. The bottom was soft. The sides were all right, maybe a little bit chewy. I'm struggling with what to give it. I'd like to give it a 3, but there's not really enough there, I'm going to have to confess, to excite me. So I'm fortunately going to give it a 2 at the end of the day.
So my pastry was also firm, which was actually a really good thing because the filling looked like gravy and it looked like it was really runny, which it ended up not being too runny, I have to confess here. The pie was only mince, but it wasn't advertised as a steak pie. It was only advertised as a pepper pie, so no false advertising here. It's still a little bit light on with the mince. However, it was really peppery, and for that reason I've decided to actually give it a 3 rather than a 2. If it wasn't for the pepper, this would have been a 2.